Hold on. Run that shit back. Every time they say I'm burning up bullets. What up, my guys? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Happy Mamba Day. It's Kobe Day today, man. It's a lot of trades going on. Hey, I'll be honest with you, man. I have to talk about them on a different show, but I do not care about these trades whatsoever. It's all about put the line it up. You see what I'm saying? Get the lines ready and let's see how we can bet on this shit, man. So people they always ask me what do I think of trades. I could give my thoughts all day. Put the players on the teams, give them their number, and put the lines out, and let's see what happens. I'm all about betting action. You see what I'm saying? So I've never been really one about like breaking news about all the messy shit going on. It's all about how can I make money off of it. That's the only thing that I'm worried about as far as the NBA. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's all love, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning into the channel. Everybody that checked out the night show as well, man. I do think that it was a really good night show last night, man. Everybody loved the Giannis impression, man. I don't know what goes through my head sometimes to make me do these things. You see what I'm saying? But it's all love. It's all content. You see what I'm saying? Ray say he'd rather talk about some shirts in the chat. We got some new members as well. We got our guy Matt just dropped out a $5 tip in there. I appreciate you, my brother. We had some new members in here. I believe my lady here from Israel in this thing. You see what I'm saying? So we got F. Kelly. We got Donnie off in there. We got Gerald Edwards. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. We got I don't want to say her name because I don't want to butcher it, but I believe she's from Israel. I appreciate you. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tuning into the shows, hitting the like button. Let's try to get. Let me see. Let me see. Just real quick, man. I want to see how many likes. It's not like social media where I just want the likes. I just want the engagement. It's different with YouTube because it gives me it helps out with the algorithms. It helps people find the show. So when I'm asking you to hit the like button, it's helping me out like as far as some other shows. The late night show, we got 1,300 likes. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. We got 200 to go, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's all love. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the channel as a member, support the channel, my guys, and let's try to get this cash today in this one, man. Let's get straight to it in this one, man. My guy gifted 5 memberships. You see what I'm saying? He gifted 5 memberships. That's love right there, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Let's go over here. First game of the day. Let's go over to the streets of Indianapolis here. I'm not here to waste your fucking time. Pacers land 6 at the house versus the Golden State Warriors in this game. In theory, this is a pace spot. Now, I'm trying to figure something out because this is what I do every year, especially around this time. Who's gonna figuring out who's gonna make the playoffs, who's gonna miss the playoffs, because that's gonna give me spots for the rest of the season. You see what I'm saying? I do think the Warriors make the playoffs. So, and they are starting to play defense. They're starting to play a lot better. This isn't a Warrior spot, I'll tell you. First off, don't like that the Pacers traded Buddy Hield. I think as the Pacers were really trying to do. Now, I know that they've been trying to trade him for a few years now, but this is your best team that you've had, like since Paul George was going up against LeBron in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? This is the best Pacers team that they've had in like the last let me see, I'd say like what, 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years. I think they should have kept Buddy Hield, but whatever. They traded him to the 76ers, so they're gonna be missing some shooting. Obviously, he's out for this game. I don't necessarily like that. This is a Pacer spot. It's a spot where I could only look towards the Pacers. This is a major fatigue spot for the Warriors. I do sense some with the Warriors. I mean, this team is playing a lot harder. They're playing a lot better. I'm watching them last night. They're playing defense. They're flying all over the floor. Curry didn't even have a good game, but Clay had a good game. Wiggins woke up. They found something in Kuminga over there. You see what I'm saying? But once they get back to playing defense, that's when the Warriors get scary here. I'll be honest. Land 6 with the Pacers here, you're paying a premium. This line should not be at 6. This is all based on, obviously the Warriors been on back to back, third game in 4 nights, fifth game in 7 nights, all on the road. But it's just a little different because they didn't play all their guys all the minutes. So it's Pacers or nothing for me. I could only look towards Pacers, but I'm not laying the 6 with them. This line is rich as hell, especially with Buddy Hield out. This line should probably be Pacers -1. Like, in all honesty, because we know if this was Warriors at the house and they weren't like on this bad of a schedule spot, the Warriors might be favored by 3 points. They might be favored by 4 or 5 at the house versus the Pacers with regular rest. You see what I'm saying? So you're definitely. I just want people to understand that, like, the lines are the lines for a reason. There's plenty of the odds makers know that they've been getting smacked on these spots where a team is on a back-to-back, third game in 4 nights, fifth game in 7 nights on the road. They know that they get smacked. So what are they gonna do? All right, well, we're gonna add 3-4 points on top of that. You see what I'm saying? So these lines are not like this for no reason. They take all the shit that I look at, the odds makers look at it as well, man. You see what I'm saying? So I'd still lean Pacers, but I feel like it's super funky laying 6 points here with the Pacers. Would I be surprised if the Warriors won outright? I'd probably be a little surprised. I wouldn't be overly shocked, but I'd really be a little surprised seeing that. Like, if they were able to overcome this spot, you see what I'm saying? Then they're making the playoffs for sure. If they're able to overcome this spot and win this game outright, the Warriors are definitely making the playoffs. But I think they find their way in there, regardless. To be perfectly honest with you, man. Someone opened to my eyes, they're like plus 260 to make the playoffs. That's too long of a odd. But also, I'm trying to figure out who's gonna miss it because the Warriors sit at number 11 right now. So I'm also trying to see who's not gonna make the playoffs for the in the Eastern Conference as well. But I said all that to say, very small lean to Pacers -6. It's the spot, but just know that you're paying at least an extra 3 or 4 points of premium here. And with the spread being this big, it could come into play. The total was at 251. After Buddy Hield news, it's come down to 249. You see what I'm saying? So that's definitely not good for the Pacers that they're not going to have Hield, but you should get Halliburton in there. You're going to have Siakam, Miles Turner, Benedict Mathurin should be back in there, TJ McConnell. You see what I'm saying? They have guys over there, but in my opinion, I do think the Pacers are going to miss Buddy Hield in this game. So small lean to the Pacers. Horrible spot for the Warriors, but they did get to rest their guys in the second half in the fourth quarter last night's game. Let's go over to the streets of Orlando in this one, guys. My guy says he went small on the Pacers and that one, man. Fred says he loves the show. I appreciate you. Who else? Golden State with the points. Hood Bookie said he in the hood. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a big get by the Mavs. If you guys want to check out what I think about these trades, I have to talk about them on Green Dot Daily. So if you want to check out the Action Network, you can go to the Action Network YouTube channel, and I'll have a segment on there on Green Dot Daily. You see what I'm saying? We got Sammy Sosa in the chat trying to hit a motherfucking home run. You see what I'm saying? But if you do want to check out my thoughts on all the trades, check out Green Dot Daily. It's on the Action Network's YouTube channel. We're going to the streets of Orlando here. Magic laying 10.5 at the house versus Spurs. Scotty two hotties in here, and I don't like it. I lean towards the Spurs, and I'm only looking. I'm trying to find them dogs. You see what I'm saying? Who let the dogs out, my guys? Magic laying 10.5. I don't like them. I mean, the Magic are a great team. They got one to eat. They have the easiest schedule for the rest of the season. They're a great team. They're much better than the Spurs. The Spurs are coming off a back-to-back as well. Doesn't look like Wemby's on the injury report though. What happened last time these two teams played? The Magic were up big. Before you know it, it was like a 4 or 5 point game late in San Antonio. You see what I'm saying? And then the Spurs didn't end up covering. But first game back at the house after a 5-game road trip. This is a younger team, so it's a little bit different. Magic have started to play a lot better. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. We're 5-0 before their last game versus Miami, where they got smoked by 26 points. But Magic should win this game. I'm not so sure about laying double digits with the Magic here. I just want to go back and look and see. I wish that this website had the old trends. They switched the trends. I could go back and look at it, how teams were laying points, like ATS-wise laying points. I got to find that shit again, man. But let me just go back and look here. When is the last time they've even laid fucking laid double digits? So they laid 10.5 versus Detroit. That was December 8th. They laid 10.5 versus Detroit. They won 123-91. Then they laid 10.5 versus the Wizards. They only won by 5. There was the back-to-back basically versus the Wizards, 2 games in a row. First game they covered, they won by 19. The next one they only won by 5. So 2-1 ATS so far this season. This is only the Magic's 3rd game this season laying double digits. I'm not laying double digits with the Magic. I can't do it. Now the Spurs, they're not the greatest team. Obviously, they're one of those bottom of the barrel type of teams that's tanking, but getting 10.5 here when they're trying to have Wemby look as best as possible. It's not sitting this back-to-back out. He's playing back-to-backs here. Spurs coming off, they've lost 5 straight games. They actually played the Heat really tight last night. If they play the way that they did versus Miami last night, they'll cover this spread. So not going to say too much about this game, but I know for a fact that I'm not looking towards laying double digits versus the Magic. Maybe the Spurs aren't as bad as the Wizards and the Pistons. You see what I'm saying? Which the Pistons are playing a lot better. PJ Washington to the Mavs. Okay, I appreciate y'all coming in with the late breaking info. Damn, they got rid of Grant Williams. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, they say fuck Grant. They say fuck Grant Williams. Cuz say get your short ass up out of here. That's crazy, but that's also going to have implications on tonight's game. I told y'all, man, trade deadline is crazy, man. That's crazy. I like the Gafford trade for the Mavs, but we're finna talk about it. Yeah, I heavily lean towards Spurs here, plus a 10.5. I'm not laying double digits with the match. Even though they got the rest advantage, even though they're at the house where they ball out, I still feel like it's a spot where the Spurs might be able to keep this game close, but not something I'm betting. Let's go over to the streets of New York here, man. Knicks. They just made some splashes. Now, I'm trying to see who's going to even fucking play for the Knicks. They only played 8 guys last game. Their rotation just got even smaller. I mean, obviously, they're not playing guys like Evan Fournier. You see what I'm saying? Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, he did play 12 minutes last game. So if you look at last game, now they did have Jericho Sims that was out with the illness, so he's going to probably come back here. We know that Brunson's banged up. That doesn't mean that he's not going to play, but he's not 100%. You see what I'm saying? So you're looking at Hardenstein, Precious Achua, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, maybe Brunson, maybe you got McBride, you got Taj Gibson. You see what I'm saying? And Jericho Sims. Those are the 8 right there. Maybe Jacob Toppin gets in the game. Maybe Brown Jr. You see what I'm saying? They traded away Arcidiacono. So right now, what it's looking like, the Knicks only going to have 8 active players in this game. If Brunson's not 100%, that's going to be huge. I'd like to lean towards the Mavs here. Them missing Grant Williams isn't the best thing. Like the Mavs, they need everything. And really, Grant Williams is probably one of the toughest teams on that. He's probably one of the toughest players on that team. You see what I'm saying? So this is a really tough game, man. I lean the Mavs, though. I think the Knicks have been red hot. Shout out to them for getting Bojan Bogdanovic. You know what I'm saying? That was huge for the Knicks there, to be perfectly honest with you. They got Bogdanovic. They got Alec Burks. I do think they're going to miss Quentin Grimes' defense out there, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, shout out to the Knicks. I mean, they did it really good, but this team has been way too hot. They're due to drop some games. They're due to drop some games against the spread as well. As you can see, they've dropped their last couple games against the spread, 9-1 straight up last 10. But I would lean towards the Knicks dropping this game. It's going to get worse before it gets better for the Knicks. We know that they've got a ton of new players. Remember, OG's still out. Mitchell Robinson's still out. Julius Randle is still out as well. Brunson is banged up right now. I'm not even totally sure that he's going to play in this game the way he injured his ankle last game. Josh Hart was holding his knee last game. You see what I'm saying? So the Knicks are going to be good, but it's going to take them a little time to get used to all these players coming on the roster. I think that they've been getting super lucky, getting teams in the right spot lately. I think the Knicks might just lose this game outright, but I'll be honest with you. The Mavs aren't the toughest team in the league. The Knicks are way tougher than them. I do think the Mavs are a little soft, and they got even softer, you know what I'm saying, with trading away Grant Williams. Now, PJ Washington, great pickup. Daniel Gafford, great pickup. That does add some toughness to him. But in this particular game, I'd lean towards the Mavs. It's the only way I could bet it, but it's definitely not one of my top spots of the day. PZ likes Mavs -3. I do think that they are the right side in this game, guys, but I'm probably staying off this game. I'd probably see what's up with Brunson if he plays. Obviously, the line's going to come down. If Brunson plays, I do not think he's going to be 100%, guys. That's just what I think. You see what I'm saying? But Mavs are the only way that I'm looking in this game. I think they get the job done. Let's get over to the streets of Brooklyn in this one. Nets getting 6.5 at the house versus the Cavs. I explained last night that it's definitely not the best spots for the Cavs. And then the Nets just traded away Spencer Dinwiddie. So it's two different ways you can look at it. It's either you're going to look at they got Dennis Schroeder over there now, which I like that pickup. Dinwiddie was somewhat like of a cancer to the Nets. You see what I'm saying? I want to say something real quick because I'm doing a prop show with our guy Joe Delera from Action Network. He's been absolutely smoking on the props. He likes Ben Simmons over 12.5 rebounds and assists, and I'm probably gonna sprinkle a little something on that. Now, if you guys want to check out the show, we're gonna be going through props of pretty much every single game, mainly the props that Joe likes. I'm pretty sure he has like 8 to 10 props, but one of them that he likes, the one that I would tell, is Ben Simmons over his rebounds assists. Now, he's limited to like 20, 22 minutes, but first off, he's gonna play more now. Likely with Dinwiddie gone for this game, they're going to need him to be run the point guard. But I really like that look, man. Ben Simmons could go for a triple-double or at least a double-double with rebounds, assists damn near every game. I really like that look here, to be honest with you. Even more with Dinwiddie being traded, the Nets might be super happy to get a cancer out of a locker room. You see what I'm saying? No, don't even go to shoot around. You got traded. Get your ass up out of here. Go get a haircut. You see what I'm saying? I had to get me a little fade yesterday, but Cavs have been absolutely balling. They're red hot right now. They've won 4 straight versus the Nets. They won January 11th by 9 points as well. They've won 7 straight games, 9 of the last 10. They've been absolutely balling. I still don't necessarily like the spot for the Cavs. See what I'm saying? Now, are they the much better team? You're damn right. They got much more size. They got more shooting, all that. Me personally, I don't like the fact that obviously it's right before the All-Star break. This is back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 nights, 4th game in 6 nights for the Cavs, and also their 6th game in 9 days. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that they can't get it done, but I know the way that the fatigue spots work. I'm just not looking towards laying the points with the favor here. They could be up by 10, 15 in the 4th quarter. Now, the Nets are ass, and they can't really close games. So if you do like the Cavs, don't let me talk you off. But me personally, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cavs were to run out of gas in this particular spot. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that they are, but I know it's very possible that the Cavs could possibly run out of gas in this spot. And we know that so who was that last time that didn't play the back-to-back? I think it was Darius Garland that didn't play. One of those guys didn't play in the back-to-back. Remember, they were in Detroit, and then they were at Memphis. Let me see who that was. So now Garland played in the back-to-back. It was Evan Mobley that didn't play in the back-to-back. So just keep an eye on the Cavs injury report. They don't have to put it out right now. You see what I'm saying? But it's going to come out here pretty soon. Don't be surprised if somebody rests for the Cavs here on this back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 nights, 4th and 6th. It's definitely a spot where they could possibly rest some guys. You see what I'm saying? And they might still fuck around and win. But the Nets are really hard to back. I'll tell you that right now. So it's 2 times you can look at it. They're missing Dinwiddie, but you could also say one side, you could say that they're super happy getting the cancer out of the locker room. You could also say that they're going to miss even more offense in this game. But one bet that I do like here that I hadn't bet yet, I'm going to talk it out with our guy Joe on the 3 p.m. Eastern show coming up in about an hour and a half. Ben Simmons over rebound and assist. I really do like that look in this particular game. You see what I'm saying? What they say, Royce O'Neal's to the Suns. Damn, boy, they missing Royce too. I like that for the Suns though. More defense, more shooting. I like that. Garland couldn't make a shot yesterday. Evan Mobley, it's a fact. Raven Run likes Cavs -6.5. I can dig it. Cam Johnson. Is Cam Johnson even playing in this game? They're gonna need his ass. But yeah, somebody gonna sit out for the Cavs. I can damn near tell you that right now. I don't like the spot. Time the Action Network show with Joe. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, my guy. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, I very slight lean to the Nets. I'm not betting the fucking game, guys. So I mainly want to get you to understand that the spot for the Cavs, take the names off the jerseys and how they've been doing recent history, and just look at the fatigue spot that the favorite is in here on the road. I'm not looking towards laying the points in this game. I can only look towards the dog here. Let's go over to the streets of Milwaukee in this one. Bucks basically laying a point at the house versus the Wolves. We'll see if they make a trade. The Wolves they had made a trade yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So obviously it won't be. They got who the fuck did they get? I know they traded away Shake Milton. Who did the Bucks get, guys? Y'all help me. Who did the Wolves get? They didn't get Tyus Jones. They got Monte Morris. I'm pretty sure it was Monte Morris. You see what I'm saying? So my parlay pad likes Nets team total under. Yeah, this is Monte Morris. Yeah, for sure. I was already on top of it. You dig me? But I mean the Bucks have basically owned these guys. They've won 8 of the last 10 matchups. They're 6-4 against the spread as well. Bucks aren't necessarily y'all got to go back and check out the night show. Y'all didn't see the Giannis impression, man. But Giannis basically kind of told us that the Bucks still aren't in the best shape right now. They're still trying to figure out the the coaching staff, the rotations, all this stuff, man. So basically what Giannis was saying was that once they get some time off, once they get back to the house and get some time off, that's when they'll be more like themselves. This team is 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games. I know that this is a winnable game. I know that the Wolves can sometimes be bullshitting and be unserious, but they are coming off a game where they blew a 23-point lead, and they got to be at least a little pissed off from that. You see what I'm saying? The Wolves can match up well with the Bucks. The Wolves are the better defensive team here as well. Now, we know that Dame Lillard is questionable in this game. I mean, he could possibly play, but I'll be honest, even if Lillard plays, I'd still lean towards the dog in this game, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, obviously, they got to come out here and have a much better offensive game. Ant's going to have to play better. Karl-Anthony Towns is going to have to play better as well. They're going. This is a game that Jalen McDaniel's going to have his hands full. Naz Reid off the bench is going to have to play well. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Obviously, you're going to need Rudy Gobert not to get in early foul trouble, because then that's going to spell a ton of trouble for Giannis getting into the paint. But if Gobert can stay out of foul trouble and he can stay in the paint and protect the rim, the Wolves have a really good matchup here. And I'm pretty sure if they look at it like, damn, bro, we've been getting owned by the Bucks. This is our chance. You see what I'm saying? These are two animals that's in the wilderness. This is our chance for the Wolves to take down the Bucks, the deer off in this one, man. I'd lean towards the Wolves here, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, if Dame is out, you definitely got to play the Wolves here. But I know that the Bucks have been lackluster. But once again, when you make a serious change to a team, it's going to get worse before things get better. Look at what happened with the Clippers. They got James Harden, and then it looked like the sky was falling. They were horrible the first 7 to 8 games, like 1-6, 1-7. Now look at them. You see what I'm saying? But Giannis basically just confirmed it. Like, it's a lot of learning right now, and we've been playing a ton of games in a few days. So basically, what he was saying was that we're gonna be all right. It's just not right now. That's what I kind of got from Giannis. So I lean towards the Wolves here plus the point. If Dame plays, it'll probably go up to 3. If he doesn't play, then it probably goes to Wolves -2. But I'll be honest, I do think the Wolves win regardless. I didn't bet this game, guys, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna think about it. I can only howl with the Wolves in this one, man. Nicola say, oh, he say he howling with them shits, man. T-Wolves for the bag. Wolves looked horrible last game. I mean, they looked horrible after they lost a 23-point lead. Shit, at first they was looking good. You see what I'm saying? Wolves have the advantage, height, and rebounds. Now that's a fact. I think the Wolves are the right side here. I think it's just worth waiting. Middleton's out for sure. I think it's worth waiting on what you call it. You see what I'm saying? They locked up Ben Simmons. Fuck that shit. They just, they gonna fuck with that now. Unfortunately, they finna mess with you. That 12.5 is probably gone. You see what I'm saying? But smack up FanDuel, man. Smack them boys up. But I think the Wolves gonna be howling in this game, man. Let's go over to the streets of Memphis. Nothing on this game whatsoever. I'm not really sure what to do. It's a 1-800 gambler game. Do I want to lay 6 with the Bulls? Probably not. Do I want to take back 6 with the Grizz? Hell no. Now, I'm not saying that the Grizzlies can't cover, guys, but if you're looking towards finding spots for the Grizzlies, it's gonna be tough pickings. It's gonna be tough for the rest of the season. I can't talk you off not betting the Grizzlies for the rest of the season. Are there gonna be spots where they cover spreads and even win games? It is, but just know that there's not gonna be many of them. Now, let's just put it that way. So, in my opinion, if you're looking towards the Grizzlies right now, anytime soon, what's that number? Where the number at? Let me get the card. 1-800 gambler number. So go get a therapist if you look at. So I just always try to tell people, you don't have to bet every single game, guys. You don't have to bet. You don't even have to bet every day. See what I'm saying? So I always tell people, I can't talk you off not betting until after All-Star break, guys. I cannot talk you off that. Some of these teams, some of these guys are going to be ready for vacation, man. So I don't have any look on this game. I'm not even going to waste your time. But personally, I'd stay away from the Grizzlies. Triple J is questionable. Maybe if he plays, you could look towards Grizzlies, but I have no idea. Let's go over to the streets of Phoenix in this one. Suns land 7 at the house versus the Utah Jazz in this one, man. Suns, they do have a game versus the Warriors on deck. The Jazz just traded away some guys. They traded away Fontecchio. They traded away Kelly Olynyk. The Suns have basically owned them. They've won 5 straight versus the Jazz. They've won 8 of the last 10 as well versus the Jazz. We know the Jazz are 4-2 ATS last 6, but Jazz aren't the same team on the road. They're dropping players. Suns are red hot. I would just wait for Bradley Beal, because if Bradley Beal is out, I do feel like that's at least a little bit saying that the Suns are kind of looking ahead to next game. Doesn't mean that they can't cover, but y'all know how I feel. The Suns, when they have the 3-headed monster, that's when they're absolutely balling. Beal, Booker, and Durant. If one of them is out, it's just a little bit different there. You see what I'm saying? The Suns don't really have a ton of depth. You dig what I'm saying? So and they're kind of low key short on ball handlers as well. So and I don't know who they just traded for Royce O'Neal, but you see what I'm saying? Y'all keep it coming, whatever's going on in the trade deadline. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't really, unless it's somebody out for today's games, like I do not care about this fucking trades, man. I did not care, man, whatsoever. Like once they get on the team and we see how they look, that's all I'm caring about. I'm not worried about just no trade. Like that shit is all just like mess. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't fucking care, man. You see what I'm saying? His teeth. Bruh, my guy said Buddy Hield in his teeth, man. Get off that man's teeth, man. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't really messing with this game. Maybe Suns, but just keep an eye on Beal. If he plays, that means Suns are still ready to smash. If he's out, I just think that it might be a little bit of a look ahead to the Warriors. Not saying that they can't win or cover, but I'm just saying mindset-wise. If they're resting Beal here, that means to me that they're getting ready for that next game. Let's go over to the streets of LA here, man. Lakers getting 3.5 at the house versus the Nuggets, man. It's a spot that I got to take the Lakers. I don't have to, but I am taking the Lakers. It's nothing super heavy for me. Just one unit on the Lakers. I do think it might be worth a little sprinkle on the money line. If KCP is out in this game, I'll probably be sprinkling at least a little bit on Lakers money line. I do think they win this game. I think it would be an embarrassment to the Lakers organization if they lose this game. Now, is anything guaranteed, guys? No, nothing is. I'll never come on here and say the L word like something is a fucking lock. I never say that, guys. So I always tell people like be careful with your bets. Never bet something that you're gonna regret. Stay calculated. Trust your instincts. You see what I'm saying? Notice the patterns with this shit, man. But we always having bankroll management, but I'm taking the Lakers here plus 3.5 for one unit up against the Nuggets. Nuggets are a little, like I said, KCP left last game with a hamstring. He could play. He used to play for the Lakers. These are always big games, but this is a major game for the Lakers as well. This team will be unveiling Kobe's statue at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So it's going to be, I think you got to buy a ticket to the event, and then like all of the public can come and see it the next day on tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? But you can buy a ticket to come and see the unveiling, but still major motivational spot for the Lakers. They're wearing their black Mamba jerseys. This is Kobe Day. They chose this day numerology wise for a reason. 2 for his daughter and 8 for Kobe, and it's 2024 as well. So everything's lining up here. I know that this is the Lakers' first game back at the house after a 6-game road trip. I'm still taking this spot. It's not, at least they had 2 days off. If it was one day, only one day off, I'm not going to lie to you, I'd probably still bet this spot. But 1 day off is a lot worse because you having to fly back over the time zones. You need a day to practice. So guess what? Lakers had a rest day and they practiced yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So they're getting a chance to knock out all of the shit like jet lag, all that coming from the time zone, all that shit. Handle whatever you got to handle. This game is a big game here. LeBron knows it. AD knows it. Everybody knows it's a huge game here. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, the Nuggets have fared pretty well versus them. They've won 6 straight matchups versus the Lakers. They swept them in the Western Conference Finals. So this is a playoff revenge spot for the Lakers as well. They lost the first matchup this season in Denver. It was a 3-point game with 9 minutes to go. Lakers came back from down double digits, still made it a close game, end up losing by 12. And I said, I was on the Lakers that day, and I said, I'm still taking them next time at the house. I'm not fucking scared. The elevation got to the Lakers. They ran out of gas. Obviously, the Lakers could make a trade, whatever, you see what I'm saying? I don't really care. I think this is a Lakers spot. This is a dog that I like, a home dog at the house with revenge, with the narrative, with motivation. I'm taking the Lakers here on Kobe Day, and I'll live with the results. You see what I'm saying? I won't have regrets no matter what, but I don't think that we're going to be regretting this fucking play. I'm on the motherfucking Lakers here, plus 3.5, and we're going to see what's up with KCP. I think it's worth a sprinkle on the motherfucking money line in this one, man. Give me the Lake Show in this one tonight, plus 3.5, top spot of the day, baby. Last game. Where that 1-800 you look at Mark in the chat. You call that 1-800 number if you're trying to bet this game. Now I can only look towards Blazers. You see that now. You see them even still not trying to take the game serious, man. Scoot Henderson and Aiden are on the injury report. Blazers like, we're not playing our full squad here. We're still gonna at least give up a chance to fucking lose this game. If the Blazers are if they're super serious about tanking, then they might just fuck around and try and lose. And you know what I'm saying, to the Pistons. But I know it sounds crazy as hell, but y'all know I've kind of figured this out over the past few years. years. These teams that are tanking, when they go up against another tanking team and they have more wins, you're letting the other team closer. Like you're putting yourself closer to the tankathon, and you're letting the other team like get more wins as well. You see what I'm saying? So the Blazers would be the side here. Obviously, with the Pistons coming off of a win last night, we're not sure how interested they're going to be winning this game. We know that Bojan Bogdanovic is not playing here because he just went to the Knicks. Now, Cade was out last night as well. He could possibly play here. It's just like, I mean, call the 1-800 number. Blazers should win, but I mean, first off, am I laying 6.5 with them? Fuck no, hell no, I'm not laying 6.5 with the Blazers. Now, they have owned the Pistons. They've won 8 straight matchups and 9 of the last 10 versus the Pistons. They've covered 7 straight versus the Pistons as well. They have the rest advantage. They're at the house. It's just that if the Blazers are super, super serious about tanking, you never know what's going to happen in this game. Then you call the 1-800 number. Oh shit! There they go. That means that they're not taking this game serious, man. But let me get up out of here. Keep an eye on those injury reports. The trade deadline is over in about an hour and a half. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. But guys, y'all check out this prop show. This is Joe Delera's first time on the show. He's been absolutely cooking with props. 3 p.m. Eastern, guys, on this show. So 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. noon Pacific. I don't give a damn where you at. Check out this prop show. My guy is finna have some bangers. I already told you one of them, and then now they kind of took it off with Ben Simmons over his rebounds and assists. I think it's a really good look. But Joe Delera is finna come on here with some banger props, man. That's all we talking on the show. We're gonna go through the games and talk about what the props that we like in every single game, guys. So that's the show. Top play of the day for me, Lakers plus a 3.5. There's a ton of shit going on all over the NBA, so be careful. Obviously, the trade deadline is over at 3 p.m. Eastern. You got All-Star break coming up as well, so just be careful these next couple weeks. I'm only looking towards dogs, mainly looking towards dogs, but Lakers plus 3.5 top spots of the day. Do have leans on a few other games. We'll have the show chopped up, so whatever game you're looking at or have questions about, it will be chopped up like that. But let's get 1,500 likes on the show, my guys. It's all love. Please hit the like button. That's the least you could do. If you're not going to join the channel as a member, the least thing that you could do is hit the like button. It's free. It helps me out for the YouTube algorithms for new people to find the show. Let's get 1,500 likes on the show, my guys. Like, in all honesty, please sign into YouTube. Just hit the thumbs up at the bottom of the show. Also, if you'd like to join the channel, whatever you're looking at on the phone or on a computer, we just go to the bottom of the show and see it's going to say join, or you could just go click on my logo and go to the home page of the of my channel and just click join. That's how you join the channel as a member, guys. You see what I'm saying? There's plenty of perks, all that good stuff, night shows, weekend plays, all that type of shit, man. So let's get this cash, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please hit the like button. Did a night show as well last night. You see what I'm saying? Let's get this cash, man. We're noticing the patterns. We're staying calculated, making calculated decisions. We're trusting our gut, trusting our instincts, and we're not having any regrets, guys. That's my advice to you. Whatever you're betting today, make sure you don't have any regret. You should never come back the next day. Damn, I shouldn't have bet that. Don't only bet what you absolutely love, man. You see what I'm saying? If that's a parlay, it is what it is. But only bet what you absolutely love. You should have no regrets at the end. Make sure y'all check out the prop show with Joe Delera, 3 p.m. Eastern. Let's go, my guys. Let's get this cash. Hit the like button, and we out, guys. Let's go. We out, baby. Come on. Let's cash.